What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. This is Cody with Cody Fishing. Today, we're going to be talking about why you should be using lithium batteries. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Today's video, we're going to be talking about why you should be using lithium batteries. This video is sponsored by Energy Works. This is a small lithium battery company out of Jupiter, Florida. They reached out to me and they wanted to help what we're doing on our build with Old Blue, and they have helped massively. So far, I'm really impressed with working with Alex and the things he has explained to me about his company, and also just the overall customer service of how he got the product to me, worked with me, sent wiring for the setup we're going to be doing in the kayak. So all of that speaks volumes. And if he does it for me when I'm not a paying customer, just imagine what he'll do for you when you are giving him your hard-earned money. So let's get into it. Why are 5 things that you should be using lithium batteries? Alright guys, so the first reason that you guys should be using lithium batteries is because they are relatively maintenance free. Usually when we buy lead acid batteries or AGM batteries, they have service ports, and sometimes you'll have to add water and you got to keep them on a trickle charger and keep them charged up in order for those batteries to perform their best. I had several occurrences back when I owned motorcycles that I would leave my motorcycle, let the battery sit for 2-3 weeks, not on the battery maintainer. I would come out to go for a ride and all I get is that battery's dead, motorcycle ride canceled. With lithium batteries, that's not as much of a problem. You can leave those batteries half drained for long periods of time and you're not gonna hurt the battery, which is absolutely fantastic. Especially when you're coming in from a long day of fishing and the last thing on your mind is, hey, let me plug my batteries in. Because usually I want to get to the refrigerator, get something to drink, and sit down, not charge my batteries. So if you forget to plug them in or you just don't want to plug them in, it's not going to hurt them. You don't have to maintenance them, you don't have to take care of them, and they're not going to get hurt. So the number one reason you should be using lithium batteries is because they are low maintenance or maintenance free batteries. So the second reason that you should be using lithium batteries for your applications, whether it be motorcycles, whether it be RVs, or whether you're out on the boat or kayak, you should be using lithium batteries because of their long-term durability. Lithium batteries are able to obtain 3,000 to 5,000 cycles. That means you can run it down all the way, charge it back up 3,000 to 5,000 times, and that battery is still going to perform optimally for you. In contrast to AGM and lead acid batteries, that is roughly 7 to 10 times the value. So when you're shopping for lithium batteries, yes, you're gonna see a higher price tag, but look at how much longer your lifespan of that battery is. When you're buying a lithium battery, you're not buying a battery that you expect to last you 1 to 3 years depending on climate and care. When you buy a lithium battery, you're buying a battery that is supposed to be with you for 10-ish years. In fact, these Energy Works batteries here, warranted for 10 years. Some other manufacturers have similar warranties, some a year more, some a year less, but that's usually the standard. With lithium batteries, you get great lifespan and great warranties. Now, the third reason that you should be using lithium batteries, and honestly, this is probably one of my favorites, but I think those in position 4 and 5 are really good benefits. So this is more of a quality of life benefit, and that is the fact that some of these lithium batteries have battery monitoring systems or BMSs built into them. These things are absolute game changers out on the water. It is so nice to be floating along, you've had a long day traveling, and hey, you can pull out your phone, look at the app, and you can see, hey, my battery's at 50%, or 75%. You can see how much discharge you have while you're going a certain speed, and sometimes some apps will even give you estimates of how much time you have left at the current draw. Super cool feature and great quality of life, especially when you're out on the kayak. But I'm sure there's applications too, such as RVing or going to a tailgate or camping, where having a lithium battery where you're able to see how much energy you have left is an absolute game changer. So the BMSs in these things are absolutely to die for. I love having a battery monitoring system while I'm on the water, and I'm sure you will too. Now, the fourth reason I think you guys should be switching over to lithium power is simply the amount of usable power you get when you switch to lithium. So with lead acid batteries and AGM batteries, they have a power curve that declines as their voltage sinks. So the more you use them, the less power they put out. That's different with lithium. With lithium batteries, they're going to put out their 12 plus volts, whatever they're rated for almost the entire duration that you're using that battery. So even though you're using up the capacity in that lithium battery, you're still going to be getting the advertised power from that battery. It's not going to drop off the more you use that battery, which is huge. Especially in my world, when I'm fishing in a kayak, I want to make sure that when I'm traveling out in the morning, I'm getting my max speed, which is usually 3.8 to 4 miles an hour. And then when I'm on the way home after my battery is at 50 to 25% remaining, I still want to be getting my 3.8 to 4 miles per hour. And when you have lithium power powering your vessel, that's exactly what you get. For the lifespan of that charge, you're going to be getting all advertised power that that battery has to provide. And the fifth reason, and in my opinion, the most important reason that you guys should switch to lithium batteries is because these things are light. Lithium batteries, in comparison to lead acid and absorbed glass mat batteries, are roughly 40 to 60% lighter. When you're looking at full-size batteries that are lead acid or absorbed glass mat, those batteries can weigh somewhere in the ballpark of 30, 40 to 50 pounds. These batteries here, maybe 4 pounds, 5 pounds. This battery here, 15, maybe 20 pounds. They're extremely light. In the world of kayak fishing, when you're rigging out a tournament kayak, the savings of this weight matters hugely. You have to make sure that when you're putting 5 batteries into the kayak, plus me, plus my gear, plus my graph, plus my cameras and all the extra, the savings you can make on having a lithium battery in your rig is game changing. Not to mention, if you're out and you're tailgating, or if you're RVing, or if you're using them in your vehicle or anything like that, that extra weight savings has multiple benefits. Not only do you get all the benefits that we just talked about, but also the savings of weight can lead to increased gas mileage while you're traveling. Just something to think about. But those are 5 really good reasons that I think you guys should switch to lithium. So if you want to recap them real quick, you should switch to lithium batteries because they are maintenance free, because they are longer lasting as far as lifespans are concerned, because a lot of them have BMSs that will tell you exactly where that battery sits and its lifespan. You should also switch to lithium because of the overall power output through the duration of the charge. And finally, because the weight savings is ridiculous. 5 good reasons. Check out Energy Works lithium batteries because they will have you covered with some great customer service and some great batteries. Guys, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Just a short little video on lithium batteries. These are something I use every time I'm out on the water. I'm so grateful to Alex at Energy Works. I am looking forward to working with him in the future as things progress. Right now, it's a really neat kayak rig we're putting together, and then maybe in the future, we start putting together some bass boats. But we'll see where that goes. Guys, check him out. I really appreciate him for what he's done for me, and I know he'll do right by you. If y'all have any questions and I can't answer them, put them in the comments. I'll get in touch with Alex, or he might even be in the comments looking, and we'll get those questions answered for you. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. If you haven't, please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with one of your friends who you feel might be in the market for some lithium batteries. Also, remember to join the Heavy Duty Anglers and Friends group page on Facebook, and let's keep growing this community and building it together day after day. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, and y'all have a great day. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, stop recording.